code name is Bone Collector. Scorpion here. What time is it? Mission time. Your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to create this look, which has points on it. They're like dowsing rods, and they will lead you to the special bone, which will ward off bad teachers and save the children. This message will self-destruct in 5 seconds.
Hi, this is Bone Collector. I'm going to start this video off with a quote. And that quote is, "Nothing is impossible. The word itself says I'm possible," by Audrey Hepburn. I'm pretty sure you've already heard that quote, but I thought it was fitting for this video. First off, I'm going to pop up what my mission is. This was given to me by the Scorpion. So I'm just going to start creating this look while I talk, and I'll show you the products afterwards, because you see this is going to be a while. Today I am going to talk about how nothing is impossible, and also I am going to But first, I am going to tell you about the director and the other actresses of this collab. And who would that be? That would be one, the director, Leanna Dalton, who is amazing, fantastic human being. She has a channel, of course. You gotta go check out her mission and her video. She has what's on the porch. She has hauls and try-ons, reviews. She has a ton of good content. And I am going to list the other people in this collab, and I'm going to list them alphabetically. And so we're going to start off with Andi Does Stuff. Andi has a channel, and she's going to be doing a mission as well. And I love Andi. I've collabed with Andi a lot. The next actress in this movie is Dion Loves Makeup. And I have really been enjoying getting to know Dion. It's been awesome. We are in a, group chat, and I've gotten to know Dion, and I really enjoy her perspective and her thoughts, and yeah, she also has amazing content, so you definitely want to go check her out. Last but not least is Erica Conger. And Erica is the storyteller and the pixie, the sweet one of the bunch. She is so sweet, and she is a natural storyteller. Unlike me, I am not a natural storyteller, but she is a very natural, amazing storyteller, and I really enjoy her content too. So you definitely want to go check out all of those people and see what their mission is. This is going to be so much fun, and I don't know if they're sweating like me, but I'm sweating because this is going to be a challenge for sure, but it's not impossible. Nothing is impossible, and I feel like sometimes you just have to push yourself and try something different or try something new. We're going to talk about makeup just for a second because that's what I'm doing right now. But there was a time when I saw makeup and was like, I can't do that. There's no way I would ever be able to do that. That is impossible. And like my SFX looks, I didn't think that in a million years I would be able to create some of the looks that I've created, ever. I thought that that was impossible for me, that my skill level could never get better, that I could not, that I wouldn't be able to create those looks. And you guys, with practice, with pushing myself out of my comfort zone, I got there. And I'm not where I want to be. Clearly, I want to learn more. I want to be better. I want to expand. But like this look makes me feel like it's impossible. And it may not turn out. We'll see. But that doesn't mean if I tried it again and I practiced at it and I kept going outside of my comfort zone that I wouldn't be able to do it. It's not impossible. It's just going to take time. And I have people who they compare themselves to me, or like that I can't ever do that. And I just, it's not true. It's not true. I didn't just wake up and have this skill that people say that I have. My makeup used to be horrible. Like, progress happened and it's not impossible, and that practice and pushing and really wanting that, I was able to get better and to get there, you know? So, do I think it's impossible for you? No. And I don't want you to think that either. I want you to push yourself to your limits. Challenge yourself. You have to fail. You can't even do something if you don't attempt it. And failure is not a bad thing, in my opinion, even though I have a hard time seeing that too. That like, oh, that's not what I wanted. I failed at that. You know what I'm saying? Maybe you don't. I'm not very good at this. So yeah, I'm not very good at talking or being a motivational speaker or anything like that. But I'm just trying to say that I do fully 100% believe that nothing is impossible. I'm just going to talk about myself because I don't know how else to explain things, really. But I suffer, and I've said it before, and I don't know if people really understand, but like, when I say I suffer from anxiety, I mean it. When I say I have chronic depression, like, I mean it. I don't talk about the struggles that I have every day with that, but I have it. And sometimes I feel like getting out of bed is going to be impossible for me, or going to work is going to be impossible, or getting to the gym or getting up and filming is impossible, or going somewhere new. Like, I have a really hard time with new experiences because I have PTSD too, and so I struggle. And I think to myself a lot that things are impossible, and that there's no way that I can get out of bed today. That there's no way that I can do my makeup or go to the gym. It's impossible. It's just impossible. And I tell myself that. And then I have to go, no, I have to do this. I'm gonna do it. It's okay. And I do it. And I go, wow, that really wasn't impossible. So I feel like, this is a clinical, like, this is a medical issue that I suffer from. So sometimes my mind does get in my way and I can't fix that. But I want to say that sometimes it's us that are stopping ourselves. That if you tell yourself that you can't or that it's impossible, then it will be impossible because you're telling yourself that it's impossible. And I believe that the mind is one of the most powerful things out there. I believe that the mind is so powerful, and that changing the way that you're viewing things or thinking about things will help and can make things that seem impossible more possible. Like, if you're telling yourself it's impossible, it's gonna be because you've set that in your mind. You've put that energy. I'm a full, you guys might not be like me, but I am a full believer in energy. And I believe that energy and thoughts and what you're putting out there can will things into existence. And if you're telling yourself that you cannot do something, that it is impossible, and then you don't try to do it too, it's gonna be impossible because you're telling yourself that it is. So that's just, what I think. This is hard. This is a lot harder than I thought it was going to be. Talking about that kind of thing, because like I said, I'm not very good at talking or explaining my thoughts, and sometimes some of my thoughts I don't feel like come out like the way my mind is thinking about it. It's not coming out as that. So I don't know. I'm sorry, you guys. I'm trying. Anyways, if you think something is impossible, if you think that test is impossible, if you think, making time for the gym is impossible, it's just not going to happen. So I really honestly urge you guys to stop telling yourself that something is impossible and tell yourself that it is. It is possible for you to do that makeup look. It is possible for you to stand up for yourself. It is possible for you to get up out of bed. Whatever it is that you're telling yourself is impossible, change the way you're thinking about that. In my mind, that's something that, and then when you realize that it was possible, you can go, oh, okay. And every bit of those accomplishments that you're making, and just remember those, because I never thought that I would be where I was today. I thought being where I was impossible. And in fact, I had people believe that I would never be where I'm at, that I would have been in jail or dead or on the streets, that where I'm at today is people did not believe that I would be here. And here I am. It was possible for me not to be in jail. It was possible for me not to be what I thought I was going to be, what everybody thought I was going to be. It wasn't impossible. It wasn't impossible to get on track. It wasn't impossible to stop smoking cigarettes. It wasn't impossible to get clean. It wasn't impossible. And if I would have told myself that it was and believed everything that everybody thought about me, I wouldn't be where I'm at. So just think about that. I don't know. I don't know, you guys. I'm supposed to talk about it the whole time, I think, during the video, but I'm running out of things to say about it. This look, by the way, my challenge was picked by Leanna, and it was created by Stacey Marie. Funny, because I have two of the Be Perfect palettes that were created by Stacey Marie, but I have never seen her makeup until Leanna sent me this look. I was like, oh, that's Stacey Marie, like she actually has makeup. I don't know why that didn't like process to me or anything like that. My shape is different, my colors are different. It's fine. It'll be fine, I think. Anyways, yeah, I didn't know Stacey Marie. Like, I knew that she was like a makeup artist and yada yada, but like I just never looked her up. I don't know why, but I am now following her, and I'm glad I'm following her because she has some beautiful makeup. The other thing, and I know this is probably a little bit off track too, but what I want to say too is that, and I have to remind myself of this a lot too, comparing yourself to someone else is like the most toxic, dangerous thing that you can do. And I find myself doing that a lot. Like, oh, well, my makeup is not as good as Stacey Marie's, or oh, my makeup is not as good as Make Me Up Missa, or my SFX is nothing compared to A, B, and C person, you know? And then I start telling myself it's impossible. It's impossible for me to get there, to be as skilled as they are, to create looks like they do. And it's the killer. It will get in your mind. You would tell yourself that you can't. And if you tell yourself that you can't, or you'll never be as good as that person, it's just, it's not, you're never going to. And I think that I'm going off topic and off track, but I fully believe that you're only in competition with yourself. You should not strive to be better than anybody else. You should strive to be better than yourself. And I believe that if you are striving to be better than yourself, you will be. You'll be better than yourself. Does that mean you're going to be better than Stacey Marie or, you know, whoever you're looking up after, or, you know, whatever or whoever that person that you are comparing yourself to? Maybe I'm losing track because I'm trying to think, you guys. So I don't know what I was saying, and that happens to me sometimes, so I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Forgive me. I don't know where I was going with that. And it's because I'm trying to concentrate on this look too. This is a super challenging look for me, and so trying to talk about something so important, it's a challenge. It's hard. So I'm sorry. I really, really, really did just lose my train of thought, which is a little bit embarrassing, but it's my life. I'm going to use my brow pomade. No, I haven't told you any of my products. I'm sorry. It would just be so, like I said, I lost my train of thoughts and I was just applying the makeup. Having to show you would be even harder for me to stay on track. I also have ADHD. So yeah, and I don't talk a lot. I've mentioned some of, you know, my issues, but I don't talk about them a ton, or I went too far in there. Eek. What, that means for me. But sometimes I don't think ADD is a thing anymore. I think they tried to say that wasn't, but I was originally diagnosed with ADD. I don't have the hyperactive part, but I have the, in my mind, I have about 150 tabs open, and then I'm also seeing and hearing all of my sensories, all of the things around me are there, and I see them, and they make it hard for me to concentrate. So I'm trying to concentrate on one tab when I have 150 tabs popping up, and it's like Alexa, who's just saying this and saying this and saying that and giving me answers to all of these things in my mind all at one time. And then I'm trying to block out everything else, like the lights or the brushes up here, or just all of the sensory too. I don't know how to describe it, but it makes it really hard for me sometimes to talk and also to concentrate. And then I also have this I'm dyslexic, and so things are often jumbled for me, and my own thoughts and my words and sentences and quotes and things like that get jumbled and don't come out right. And so it actually takes, when I, people around me who know me, they get used to my jumbledness, and start to understand my language. But for people like you guys, you don't understand my brain because you haven't been around me long enough to get what I'm trying to say. I don't know. But anyways, that's not what this video is about. Nothing is impossible. Just remember that. It's not. And you have to take those steps. Even when you think they're impossible, just take the step. Because if you don't take the step, then it will be impossible. You've got to take the step. Okay. I need a white because my concealer and the black and all of my mistakes are not doing this justice. This is not pretty, you guys. It is not pretty, but that's okay. It's okay that it's not pretty. It's okay that it does not look like Stacey Marie's. And maybe I'll get it down. Maybe I won't, but I tried it. And I am going and am learning something along the way. That's the other thing. When you do something new, or you do something that you think is impossible, you may not. You may fail. You may not accomplish that. But along the way of doing whatever it is that you are attempting to do, you learn something. And that's important. Because with every failure is a learning experience. And if you learn something from the experiences, then it's not a fail. if you learn a new technique or a new something not to do, or you learn something about yourself, it's not a failure. And I think that should be concentrated on too, because the mission that you're trying to accomplish may not happen in the way that you are thinking it should, or in the way, you know, your mind believes it should. But if you have learned something along that way, then it's not a failed mission. It's a mission that you learned something on. You know? I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, I am running out of things to say because I stick my foot in my mouth a lot. So, yes. Also, strive to be, like I said, strive to be better than yourself, not better than someone else, because you're not that person. You are not them. You are not on their journey. You're not there, and you don't know what that person did to get to where they're at, or what mistakes, or what you don't know what their journey is, or what led them to where they're at, because we didn't see that. We don't know. At least in my eyes, we are only seeing a portion of somebody and a portion of their life. We are not seeing their hard work. We're not seeing their failures. We're not seeing any of that. So don't, it's not, their journey is not yours. You gotta, be yourself and think about your own journeys and your own missions, and compare yourself only to yourself. I know that I am sounding like a broken record at this point, so I'm sorry. So I know that she used an eyeshadow for her orange, but I am feeling like this is really dull and it's not bright enough. So because of my mistakes along the way and learning this technique and this. So I am going to use what I have, and that is a water activated liner. And I'm going to try and fill in my line here with this, because I think that since it's neon and water activated, that it'll help brighten up that area that needs to be brighter. So we'll see. It's a process. It's the journey. This video is probably going to be very long. My camera already cut off, so I'm sorry that it's super long. If you do make it to the end, thank you. I appreciate you and your support. Another thing that I thought was impossible was doing a YouTube channel. I did not think that was possible. I did not think it was possible to have 600 subscribers, but I do. I have 600 subscribers. You guys, thank you so much for following me and showing me support and walking this journey with me. And it's been a journey. It's been a journey, and I really, I'm dropping my brushes. That's annoying. Really appreciate all of you who have stuck by me through my learning of how to do a channel, and I'm still learning. I still have a lot, and that's the other thing, is that I try and compare myself to other channels' growths and other channels' content and their quality. But what I need to do, and what I've been doing, is comparing myself to my content a year ago, because my content a year ago was not what it is now, and it's an improvement. And even though I feel like getting to the quality of, I don't know, Angelica Nikovist, or Batty Bean, or getting to their quality of content seems impossible, I'm gonna get there. I am going to get there. That mission seems impossible, but I'm taking steps, and I'm continuing to do what I can to get there, and I will. And I appreciate every single one of you who are sticking by my side while I get to there. Yeah. You guys have helped encourage me and have helped me be there, and I really appreciate it. So I know, again, I'm going off on a side tangent, I guess. I don't know. So I'm just trying to fix everything and go back in. When you watch Stacey Murray do this, it seems so effortless. Like she just does it. But what you didn't see was her do the other eye, or all of the failed looks before that look, right? So, because I know or want to believe that, Makeup by Missa, she will say in her videos, which I really like, and I don't know if anybody catches or anything like that, but she'll be like, I have washed my makeup off twice today, and here we are. And it's it took her 2 times or 3 times of creating a look to get where she was happy enough with the look. And we didn't see that process, but that process happened, and there was failure along the way. But again, it wasn't failure, it was learning something. It was learning. She learned what worked with those colors or without those colors. Mine goes out a little bit farther, but if you know me, that's just me. I just okay, people are like, you use such big brushes, or it's so dramatic, or whatever. And it's I don't know how not to go this big. It's really hard for me not to go big. That's a challenge. Some people are like, it's hard for me to go that big, and for me, I'm like, it's hard for me not to go that big. So I think the last thing that I'm gonna do before I buzz off and try and do the other eye and my face is put some yellow here, because she has yellow there. I don't have very many small brushes. I I never realized that I used big brushes until a couple of you said that the brushes I use are really big. I'm like, oh, I didn't realize they were big. It's just what I have. Like, I've never really, I purchased like some paint brushes off of Amazon, but I've never like really purchased any brushes. All of the brushes that I have been given or are from subscription boxes. So I just kind of have always used whatever I have. And then some of you are like, ah, he has such big brushes. And I'm like, oh, I do? It's just what I've been given. It's just what I have. So maybe at some point I will purchase some smaller brushes that might help a little bit with looks like this. I do looks that are very not very precise because I like messy. It's easier to create for me because mistakes don't look the same. It looks like it was intentional when it wasn't. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? This mission was a hard one and way out of my comfort zone for sure, because it is a very precise look. And like I just said, precision is not something I am good at. I was laughing because Erica and Conger, she's like, I cannot draw a straight line without a ruler. Yeah, neither can I. Neither can I. That is not a skill I have. Precision. Okay. I think that yellow kind of brightened up this look a little bit. So I am going to try perfecting this line just a little bit more. Okay. I am going to try to do the other eye, do the rest of my makeup, and come back. Please do not go anywhere for this Mission Impossible. Okay guys, this is the finished look. What do you think? I know that it is not exactly like Stacey Marie's look. I ended up winging out in the front because I don't know, I just felt like I needed to do that. And I didn't go as high, and I didn't use the same products as she did, so my colors are different. I know that this look is not, perfect. I know that it is not exactly her look, but I added my own, take on it. Hopefully that's okay. I am so thankful and excited to be doing this collab, Mission Impossible, led by Leanna Dalton, the director, to have be a part of the other actresses in this series or in this movie. Please make sure that you go follow them and check them out, because I know that they have much wiser words to say than I do about things being impossible, because I'm not very good at talking. I know that what they are going to say, and have to offer about, you know, things being impossible and really things not being impossible. So I really do suggest you go check them out, and I know that their looks are going to be amazing. I have not seen what their mission is, so I have no idea. I do know what Leanna's mission is, but I don't know what the other creators' missions are, and I know that it's going to be fun to watch. So go check them out, and thank you, Leanna, for inviting me to this amazing idea, and I hope I didn't let anybody down. Editing this is going to be insane because I think that this video is really long, and oh my gosh, so I'm sorry if this was super long. This side did not take me as long as this side. I should have created the look and then did one eye for you after I did the other because it would have been quicker, but I didn't. So hopefully, you know, I don't know. This look, Leanna, thank you for getting me out of my comfort zone. This is more of a precise look. It's not normally what I go for, and it was super challenging, and I learned a lot along the way. I know, like I said, it's not exactly like Stacey Marie's look. It is my look with her look and an attempt to do that, and I learned a lot. So yeah, okay. I'm just gonna go because I know that this is very, very long. So yeah, go check everybody else out. They are amazing. Okay? All right, bye. Oh yeah, products I used. I'm not gonna tell you about my face. My lips is just a lip gloss and the Context Lippy in Tears Are Falling. So I used the Be Perfect Carnival 2 palette and the Age of Opulence by Beauty Bay. I kind of used a mix of those. I felt like it pretty much gave me everything I needed, and I also used the Midas Cosmetics graphic liner. So yeah, okay, sorry, bye.